Hi guys, this is Compound Interest Stock Guy, and today we're going to be talking about platinum as well as Ivanhoe Mines. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this video. So my name is Compound Interest Stock Guy, and I talk about financial information, stocks, marijuana stocks, commodities. So please subscribe, helps my channel grow, and give me a thumbs up. I want to disclose I'm not a financial advisor. This is just for entertainment and information purposes. So yeah, so now we're going to get into platinum, alright? I've been watching platinum for a while, and if you can see right here, it's been as low as $7.56 in US dollars, and now it's going, it's about $8.26. So I hit a doji on the weekly, on the first week of 2019. Actually, no, this is the monthly actually. So let's do the weekly. So yeah, it was like chilling around 782, and then it just started going up to 828, and now it's just kind of consolidating here, and it needs to break above 872. But I like that investing.com's got voters. They're 78% bullish on platinum right now and 22% bearish, so majority of people are very bullish on platinum right now. Okay, so let's look at the 5-year. So back around here it was like 1464 it got to in 2014. So I foresee that platinum can get up to about $1,200 to $1,400 in the next 12 to 24 months or so. I mean, again, that's just my opinion. Yeah, so that's what's going on. It just kind of had a hit a doji on the monthly right here, and then there was a big green candle in the last month. So you see some momentum coming from platinum. So with platinum is a precious metal, but on top of that is it's part of the platinum group metals, which is platinum and palladium and rhodium. Okay, so rhodium's had a really nice run, as well as platinum. Rhodium isn't traded very much. It's a very rare metal. I actually had a video about it, and I might link it at the end of this to talk about rhodium, but rhodium's trading for about $2,400 US dollars per ounce. So palladium's gone crazy. It's been higher than gold, right? So I mean, it's had some really nice runs since 2018. It's about like $800, and now it's up to almost $1,300 US dollars. That's a pretty nice run. You look at it, you could have bought this metal for $500 per ounce, and it's almost tripled in the last 3 to 4 years. So let's look how much people are bullish. You just have to vote. I like this site. It's called investing.com. It's a great site to check out the charts on commodities and precious metals and currencies. You can check out Bitcoin, everything you want to look at. You just have to look at this market part, and then you can go to cryptocurrency. You can even look at the bonds and currencies, euro versus US, Great Britain versus US, crude. You can look at copper, wheat. You can look at the Apple stocks. You can look at S&P 500. It just does a really good job of charting. So anyways, you can see with the palladium it's gone really high. So I'm just kind of biased against, because palladium and platinum, they kind of compete against each other in some sense. They're very similar metals, but palladium, like if you buy an ounce of it, you're gonna get a bigger piece of metal than if you get platinum, because platinum's more dense, means that like you can put more weight into like a smaller area. But palladium is a similar metal, and they use it in catalytic converters as well as platinum, but they also use it in palladium's being used, I think, in some type of cars more recently, so it's just been going up a lot, and I guess people just prefer to use the palladium because they can get like more square area in to use it in the catalytic converters maybe versus platinum. I'm not an expert on this stuff, I'm just kind of speculating, but I think it's gone way too high versus like it's going 50% higher than platinum. I think that platinum's at a deep discount, and I could definitely see that if you holded palladium, if I was holding palladium, I'd be selling palladium and buy the platinum with it. So that's just my opinion, because I think that platinum is a precious metal, and it's rare, and it's good for jewelry and just everything. It's been more expensive than gold before. So I mean, if you look at that, you just think to yourself that, well, what makes it not go higher than gold in the next few years? These commodities, they're highly manipulated. You look at silver, and yeah, like silver's been killed recently, and it's just trying to get to $16 per ounce. But we can look at how high platinum's got, and it's just, I could see it going up. If there's a demand for platinum, then you could see it get up to even 1875. So yeah, see, it's rare, so a lot of the platinum is actually found in South America. So that's why we're going to go into Ivanhoe Mines, okay? So Ivanhoe Mines this is the company, and it's owned by the CEO is Robert Freeland, I believe, and he's like very well known. He's a billionaire and from Canada, and he was a part of when they did the Voisey's Bay from Diamond Mines, I believe, and then it got sold for 4.3 billion, I think. So the people that, like, Robert Freeland made a lot of money on that discovery, but he's been known to be involved and put his hands in all these different mining companies. So yeah, he's a pretty big name, and he's behind this company, and so looks like they're doing a depth of 850 meters below surface. They intersect 25 meters of high-grade flat reef mineralization, and it's expected to reach 980 meters below surface in early 2020. So the thing that's kind of sketchy about companies that do in South America is there's a big chance that these mines can be closed down from strikes. And it does happen from time to time, which is why the commodity prices can really go up when things go on strike. But yeah, it's just something to watch out for if you're invested into this company. So to finalize to most of the bulk water needed for the first phase, then mucker. So yeah, it's what they're looking to find. I guess that's how mines are. They just make a road, and then they just they look at the workers. It's all exploration. Just trying to find the highest grades, because grade is the payout. So see, that's what it says. See, the platinum metal is platinum, palladium, and rhodium. The rhodiums were really expensive too, right? 2,500. So, yeah, I mean, rhodium's gone as high as $10,000 per ounce, So I don't know what's gonna happen with rhodium. I'm not. I could see that rhodium go down to say like $1,200 or $1,500 per ounce before it like skyrockets to like $10,000 per ounce potentially. Just really rare. So this is with a cash cost of US $350 per ounce for PE plus AU. Bottom. So 12 million tons of ore per year would be the world's largest platinum group's metal mine. So that's why I'm kind of going into this, because if platinum starts to skyrocket, this company will absolutely, most definitely, I think will skyrocket as well. Whether that goes up 25% or 50% or 200%, I mean, it's anyone guess. You know, this company could go up a lot. So yeah, it's 1,200. You look at Impala, that's a really big company. 26% ownership stake by Black Economic Development Partners is one of the broadest empowerment transactions ever settled in South African mining. Benefit 20 local. 3% held by a trust for Platreef's historically disadvantaged non-managerial South African employees. 3% held by a consortium of 187 entrepreneurial companies. So yeah. I'm just kind of, I looked at this company previously, and I've talked to a friend about Robert Freeland. He thinks it's great. He's a good guy to have behind the company, but again, it's mining explorations are all kind of gambles. But I mean, this one looks as it's going to turn into be a big mine. But I just wanted to dig deep and make a video on this to explore. So it says this one of the new reserves established in Kamoa-Kakula as the world's 4th largest copper discovery. Copper grades at the 2 adjacent deposits are the highest by a wide margin of the world's top 10 copper deposits. Okay, so log in a total of 1,200 million hours without any lost time injuries. So these companies always want to have no injuries, because it adds them up, and there's like claims, adds up their insurance rate, so they'll do that kind of BS. I mean, I've worked with these companies, not like Ivanhoe, but I mean just in general, they don't want to have any claims, because it makes them look bad and makes them have to spend more money on insurance. So it says indicated 3% cutoff grade, and then down to 1%, and then it's saying contain copper 41.8, 50.2, 62.4, 71.7, 80.7. Okay, so 80 billion pounds, right? So if that's like contained, that's a good question. I think it's like, I think that means that's how much ore that they'd be separating, and then if it's like 3% or 2% on average, so if you get like 100 billion pounds, you're only gonna get, if it's like 3%, you're gonna get 3 billion pounds out of it. That's what my understanding is. I mean, please correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, so like 3 billion pounds, and then copper goes for about like $3 US, somewhere around there. I haven't checked it recently, but I know it's around that range. So that'd be like $9 billion, and that's like for revenues potential. For the if that was like, I'm just making an estimation, like just saying if it was 100 million pounds to go through, which like obviously this is 40, 90, 150, 220, 300 billion pounds, and then you got average of like say 2%, so that's be about 6 billion pounds, so it's like close to like 18 billion pounds. Like that's just an estimation. I look at that quickly. So I mean, there's definitely money to be made if they're to go fully in this. I mean, not effing around. They want to make some cash. That's what these companies do. So it's true. It's copper grade. So it's comparing. I've looked at these charts before. So Coca-Cola is 2.5% inferred resource grade, and that's where it is right here. It's a lot higher than the other ones, like Escondida and like Norilsk is like humongous. That company made so much money, but they made most of the money, I think, on nickel and platinum, not on the copper grades. But Norilsk is like crazy for the amount it's in Russia, for the amount of money they make on it's humongous. It's like the grades of nickel and are amazing. I think they were like 9% total, somewhere around that range. Like that was the grades, and they made so much money. I'm invested into Garibaldi Resources, and the grades there for nickel and copper on some of the holes they've drilled have gotten up to about 8% nickel and like 4.2% copper. So just a comparison, like that's pretty, anywhere around like above like 1 to 2% copper is pretty good if you get a lot of pounds of resources. So yeah. Again, this is just a beginning like flow for me to kind of just like analyze this company before deciding if I want to be invested in this company ever. I'm just looking at the call option chain with Ivanhoe's. I mean, if platinum starts creeping up higher, I could make significant money on some call options, for short-term call options. Say for like February or March. Now, if I was to do like, if I could get one for like say, like maybe like 5 to like 15 cents, and I have like expiration of like 2 months, then I could buy like say 2 calls for about like $30. But if say Ivanhoe goes, it's at like $2.55, goes to like $4.50 or like $5 in that time, which who knows what's gonna happen. But if it did, then those would be worth about like $2 per call. So I can make like 10x my money on them. Just depends on the call option. Like they're pretty thinly traded, right? They're not very I mean, it's not like Apple call options, like not that much gets traded. But if this company starts like the platinum starts going up, I expect there'd be a lot more demand on the call option chain. So yeah, I like lots of volume. Then there's liquidity, you can get in and out. So yeah, these people have pretty rough lives, not gonna lie. Just core box, so from the Kamoa. Well, they all seem pretty happy though, these fishers. Guys are making good money for what there. I mean, if some people making like no money in South Africa, and these guys got jobs, they're probably making pretty decent cash for it's like out there. 20 producing mines by paid copper production. Okay, so where's Norilsk is like, see, it's on the low end right here, but Coca-Cola is on the top, like 5. So like Escondida is better for copper production. You're saying paid copper production, KTPA. I'm not sure what that means. Artisan grade, nominal production, head grade, first average grade. So in the first few years, wow. 10 years average grade is 7%. Nominal and head grade. Copper resource grade. So that's like 3%, and then it's like, yeah, whatever they say, like it's like not really for sure, right? They can pump up numbers that don't make sense. Why I always want to be on the conservative level, just to have a lot of a safety net when you're estimating this company. What it's like, you look at all this stuff, right, and you're like, oh my god, this is worth like $3 billion. This company's got to be worth like $5 billion. I'm just only sure like 200 million. I got a little bit truck. I gotta buy $100,000 worth of shares or something crazy. But you gotta look at it that all this stuff can like, it can have problems with the government. It can have problems with the workers, and things like that can happen. And as well, they can dilute the shares so they can keep expanding. So your shares are worth, say there's like 100 million shares out right now, but they need more money, and they could like end up doing like 100 million more shares out. So, and things like that, because they need more cash to get the company to get the mine to completion, like starting. Net. Yeah, no, it looks like a pretty good company. The planned return would establish as the world's highest grade. So they have different places where they're in. They got a Kapusha. This is a major zinc mine, a highest grade. So return. So zinc's expensive, but I think like high grade, and there's a lot of it makes it worth it. Any commodity, you know, if it don't make money, it don't make sense. So receives award by the Kapushi. So that's pretty cool. People that are getting their education and from Dick, and I mean that's what he has to give back, like Robert has to. So the whole community is like backing it, because if they don't back, like they'll strike and they'll be like, no, we're not gonna let this mine to fruition. So they have to do those things to be legit. So let's look at the chart. Okay, so the chart's like $2, right? And this is a 3-year chart on a 1-year week. So what it is it's saying that it's being as low as like $2 for very short times, but it's never broke below that, and the RSI is pretty low. It's not getting overbought, but it just hit like a big doji right here, so it's hard to say if it's gonna go back down to $2. I think if you could scoop up some shares around $2, that's like a pretty safe bet. Again, that's just my opinion. I don't think I'll be buying this company. I just want to play the option chain if I can get some options. Again, if I got a lot of money, I might think about playing this. Actually, I might buy like, I don't know, maybe like 100 or maybe like 400 shares. It's just a thought. I'm not sure if I'll do that. I wouldn't buy it like at $3. I don't think. But if I could buy it like say $2 to like two like 30 maybe, if I was to buy them, I think I could do decent on that. Like probably if I get up to like $4 to like $6, that'd be all right. Let's look at the market cap. Oh, she closed. Fuck it. Yes, I think let's look at the market cap on somewhere else. So Afria's doing their earnings today. Okay, so 2.5 billion, right? So I looked at that and it was saying the copper was saying something like $18 billion. So I don't know. This is a PE ratio. I guess they're making money right now. Like they are making money in. I should probably look at what the revenues. Ivanhoe model stocks quarterly. see if I can get into that. That'd be awesome. Yeah, so Afri is doing their quarterly today, and I'm not really sure, but my guess was they're gonna do about 20 to 30 million. Because just from my estimations, I've seen that Aurora did 50 to 50 million. That's what the guidance they told, and then Camp Valley. I think that's like excluding net release revenues. So I don't know, something to think about. I know Afria owns Broken Coast as well, so they're making money from Broken Coast as well, not just their products. So exploration project, salaries and benefits, 2.3. That's so if it's in thousands of US dollars, that's like $2 million. Loss from, but it doesn't make sense. Like it seems like it'd be more than stays in thousands of dollars. I don't know. I guess they only. So assets 267. I want to see their cash. Okay, so it says they got $539 million. So that's really good. It's saying that 539 still doesn't make sense on this balance sheet. It's like states in thousands of US dollars. State in thousands of US dollars. Oh, okay, yeah, that's 539 million. So, yeah, that's pretty good cash position for a company that's worth just a little over 2 billion. I want to look at their revenue, but I couldn't find it. Exploration, share of losses. Yeah, the way I see it is this company isn't really making any money, so I don't know why it would say on that it has a 9 PE. Sometimes those things are way off. Okay, it says cash flows from operating, loss before income taxes. I assume. It says net cash generated from financing. Like that's the real only money they're getting coming in. So if they're to like use that as a PE ratio, that doesn't make any sense. You can't put money you get from financing onto your PE ratio. That's like completely flawed in my opinion. It's like, but whatever the case, I mean, these companies are going to do whatever it takes to attract institutions. So mineral property interests. Okay, that's maybe that this is where they get this PE ratio thing. So they're saying the following table, as described, 6.9. I think that's million. And then the Kapushi properties in Congo, 252 million and 2 million, so 261 million in total in mineral properties. So yeah. Interest expense, loss for the period. I don't like seeing losses, but you know, that's just the name of the game. Property, plant, assets, so net assets of the joint venture. Yeah, I've seen enough. I think it's just basically, you know, this company's in exploration mode, and you know, they have the ability when they get fully set up that they could be a huge player in the platinum space and just in general in the mining space, you know, because Robert Freeland does have a good track record. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video, and please give me a thumbs up and subscribe for future content. Go into detail about commodities, and I mainly talk about marijuana stocks and sometimes financial education. And I hope you enjoy this video, and yeah, peace.